Are the Chargers maybe a little afraid of Cordarrelle Patterson? Well, one personnel move this week tells us they just might be. This is the FOXBORO Report, brought to you by 1 in 100. If you're looking for cheap tickets to Patriots, Celtics, or Bruins games, you've got to check out 1in100.co today. They can get you in the building for the price of a pizza or an ice cold beer. Again, that's 1in100.co. Check them out today. All right, Evan Lazar alongside Alex Barth. And Evan, the Chargers made a move this week. Not often you see personnel moves, free agent signings during the playoffs.
At least a guy that's going to play,
right,
as much as Nick Rose
might.
Yeah,
Nick Rose, a kickoff specialist. The Chargers signed this week. Now, he's not going to kick field goals, right?
No,
he's just going to handle kickoffs.
Still kicking field goals. Yeah, he's been pretty good, Badgley, for them this year.
It seems to be it's because the Chargers are worried about Cordarrelle Patterson. They don't want him returning kicks. Now, it's going to be cold. It's going to be windy. You're going to need a kicker with a big leg come Sunday. But, Evan, you come to New England, which is the center of every roster spot is valuable. All 46 guys on the active game day roster have to. Well, is it worth? Are the Chargers justified using up one of those 46 spots for just for kickoffs when they have other guys on their roster who can do that?
Well, they're last in the league in touchbacks, right? Because Badgley can't kick the ball out of the end zone. So they're getting kicks returned on them. And when you come here to Foxborough, especially when you go to the open end of the stadium where we're standing right now by the lighthouse, the wind tunnel that comes from that open end, it is very difficult to get good range on the kickoff. Even for anybody, even for Steven Gostkowski in his prime when his leg was 100% at its best. Having said that, I think they're a little scared of Cordarrelle Patterson, and they don't want to get returned on for a touchdown in a game like this that they know is going to be close. It's going to come down to the wire. I take you back to that Eagles-Bears game for a second when Tariq Cohen took that kickoff at the end of the game out to around the 50-yard line, and it really set the Bears up very well for that eventual field goal that went awry.
Probably should have been a game winner.
Probably should have been a game winner. If that kick return by Tariq Cohen doesn't happen because the ball doesn't get kicked in the field of play,
and then Cody Parkey's not on the Today Show this morning.
And then you don't have to go. You have to go 60 yards to get into field goal range instead of 20. I think that's the type of thing that the Chargers are trying to eliminate. But at the same time, I talked to Bill Belichick about this at the beginning of the season when the Patriots were having a lot of trouble on kickoff coverage, and I said, why aren't you just booting it out of the back of the end zone, Bill? And he said, you can't bank on it, right? You just can't guarantee, whether it's the weather, the wind, whatever the case may be, you just can't guarantee that every single kick is going to go out of the back of the end zone. So at the end of the day, you got to cover, and you got to do well at it.
All right, so that's my next question for you. How much of a difference does this make? Like you said, you can't guarantee the ball is going to go out of the end zone. It's not favorable kicking conditions on Sunday. The ball's going to be frozen.
Yeah, I do also wonder quickly if they have to attempt like a 60-yard field goal, is it going to be Nick Rose or is it going to be Badgley? It's kind of a...
And on the flip side, onside kicks.
Right, yeah.
Is which one handles the onside kicks? A lot of new stuff for the Chargers. But when it is Rose kicking off, let's say he can't get the ball to the end zone or he can only get it a yard or two in, do you think Cordarrelle's going to be aggressive?
Yeah, I do. I think that one of the things about this Chargers team, they're very good on returns, punt and kickoff return, because Desmond King is a very good returner. But their coverage units, they're ranked 24th in Football Outsiders special teams metrics against coverage, in coverage situations. So they're not a good coverage team. So this is a very good game for Cordarrelle Patterson to maybe pop one off, or maybe even Julian Edelman on punts. The Chargers know it. They know that that's a weakness of theirs. So what do? They went out and signed a kicker with a big leg that could hopefully just mitigate that whole situation altogether, and that Football Outsiders metric doesn't come into play.
All right, I'm going to give you a chance here to kind of be a sage. We can clip this off if it happens. Does Cordarrelle house a kick on Sunday?
I'm not saying he houses a kick, but I say he gets a big one, right? Like he gets one out to the 40 or the 50-yard line and gets the Patriots into some nice field position. In a playoff game like this, and we've both talked to Cordarrelle at different times this year about kickoffs and his mindset. You know that his mindset going in is that he wants to make a play.
He wants to take one back.
He wants to take one back. He wants to make a big play for his team. I expect him to do it just because the Chargers coverage units are not good, and I don't know if Nick Rose kicking it out of the back of the end zone is a solution.
All right, do you think Cordarrelle puts up 6 on a kick return on Sunday? Let us know in the comments down below. This has been the FOXBORO Report, brought to you by 1 in 100. For cheap tickets to Patriots, Celtics, or Bruins games, check out 1in100.co today. For Evan Lazar, I'm Alex Barth from Gillette Stadium. Thanks for watching.